And the Oscar goes to Brad Pitt. Once upon a time.
If you're still going to check out that Denver gallery on Friday, I'd like to see you tomorrow sometime. I like birthday parties. You're ashamed of me?
At the age of 61, possessing everything the world craves, from prestigious Academy Awards to a fortune worth hundreds of millions of dollars, Brad Pitt has caused a stir with a long overdue confession. Amidst lingering legal battles and the estrangement of his children, he suddenly named one woman the love of my life. Is it America's muse Jennifer Aniston or the powerful Angelina Jolie, the woman who built a family empire with him?
Our life just revolves around that, but this is just but it's so wonderful to share the night together.
Your kids, what do they say to you when they see me?
Perfect timing.
As always.
The answer lies not in the glamorous past, but in a truth few expected amidst the complexities of the present. At 61, Brad Pitt appears with an unusually calm demeanor. His current relationship with Ines de Ramon, a jewelry designer 26 years his junior, has become a solid anchor helping him navigate his darkest periods. Ines de Ramon's appearance in Brad Pitt's life began in the final days of 2022, when the two were spotted together at a concert in Los Angeles. Ines is no stranger to the entertainment world, as she was formerly the wife of actor Paul Wesley. As a talented jewelry designer and business executive for a luxury brand, Ines brings a breath of fresh air, completely detached from the glitz of the acting world. Her composure and independent mindset immediately captured the attention of the Fight Club star.
If you could fight any celebrity, who'd you fight? Alive or dead? Doesn't matter, who'd be tough?
No, you hit me.
Come on!
Unlike previous romances that were always displayed under the camera flashes, the relationship between Brad and Ines is maintained with extreme privacy. They rarely appear together at major red carpet events, choosing instead quiet evenings at Brad's private residence. Throughout the period from 2023 to early 2024, Ines de Ramon became the greatest source of encouragement, as Brad Pitt faced the intense developments of the Chateau Miraval lawsuit. She chose to remain silent and stay by his side, helping him maintain clarity and optimism. According to information from People magazine in mid-2024, the couple officially moved in together at Brad's villa. This is considered the actor's most significant step forward since his divorce, showing he is ready to open his heart to a new long-term commitment. The change in Brad Pitt's psychological state is clearly reflected in his appearance and work energy on set. While participating in an F1 racing film project in 2025, colleagues all noticed a radiant, healthy Brad Pitt full of enthusiasm. He adheres to a strict training regimen and maintains a sober lifestyle, something Ines has supported wholeheartedly since they met. This emotional stability helped him brilliantly complete dangerous stunt scenes in his 60s. In a rare interview in early 2026, when asked about what he treasures most at this moment, Brad offered respectful words for his companion. He did not use flowery rhetoric, focusing instead on the deep understanding between the two. She is the person who helped me find myself again after so many years of being lost, Brad Pitt shared with a prestigious newspaper. This statement is regarded by experts as the strongest affirmation of Ines's place in the actor's heart. At 61, Brad Pitt defines love no longer as kisses in the rain or the pursuit of international media. For him, love is now a silent but steadfast presence, the person willing to listen to his greatest fears. He realized that the love of his life is the person who gives him a sense of belonging and peace. That is a luxury he traded for through decades of living under public expectation and the pressure of perfection. Acknowledging Ines as the love of my life does not mean denying the values that Jennifer Aniston or Angelina Jolie brought in the past. Brad Pitt views each stage as a necessary lesson to become the man he is today. He has learned to forgive himself and accept past mistakes regarding his parenting or previous lack of self-control. Ines helped him reconnect with the most core values of an ordinary human being. To understand the serenity in his current narrative, we must turn back the clock to the very beginning. It is a journey that started from a poor rural area where burning desires urged a young man to give up everything to find his destiny. The first cuts. William Bradley Pitt was born on December 18, 1963 in Shawnee, Oklahoma, into an exemplary working-class family. His father, William Alvin Pitt, ran a trucking company while his mother, Jane Etta, was a dedicated school counselor. Growing up in Springfield, Missouri, Brad Pitt was raised in the strict Christian environment of the Baptist Church. This upbringing formed his steadfast character but also created internal conflicts regarding freedom that he would frequently mention later on. At the University of Missouri, Brad studied journalism with a focus on advertising, but his mind was always on movies. With only 2 weeks left until graduation, he made a decision that completely changed his life. Brad Pitt left Missouri in an old car heading for Los Angeles, with a mere $325 in his pocket to pursue a cinematic dream. He had absolutely no connections in the movie capital and began his life from a total zero. The early days of making a living were filled with odd jobs to pay for acting classes. He once had to wear a giant chicken suit to advertise for the El Pollo Loco restaurant and drove a limousine transporting strippers to various venues. His first deep romance in Hollywood was with actress Jill Schulen, whom he proposed to after meeting on a film set. However, this was also where Brad Pitt tasted the first bitter flavor of betrayal. While Jill was filming in Budapest, Hungary, she called and asked Brad to visit because she felt lonely and missed him. Brad used his last bit of meager savings to buy a transcontinental plane ticket in hopes of surprising her. Immediately upon his arrival, Jill confessed that she had developed feelings for the film's director and wanted to call off the engagement. Brad later shared that it was one of the most humiliating and painful moments he had ever experienced. The scar in Budapest caused him to withdraw until he met Juliette Lewis on the set of the television movie Too Young to Die. Despite a significant age gap at the time, the two created a relationship full of instinct and passion. Brad Pitt once stated in Rolling Stone magazine that his relationship with Juliette was one of the greatest experiences he ever had. However, Brad's rapid rise to fame after Thelma and Louise created irreparable rifts. 1994 marked a major turning point when he met Gwyneth Paltrow on the set of the classic crime thriller C7N. They quickly became the most beautiful couple in Hollywood at that time, with a harmony in both appearance and artistic mindset. At the 1996 Golden Globe Awards, while standing on stage to accept an award, Brad Pitt publicly called Gwyneth his angel and the love of my life. This declaration led the public to believe a wedding of the century was imminent. Brad Pitt proposed to Gwyneth in December 1996 in Argentina while he was filming 7 Years in Tibet. He even requested a custom-designed engagement ring to show his absolute respect for this woman. However, just 6 months later, the couple suddenly announced their breakup to the shock of fans and the media. No cheating scandals were brought forward, creating a great sense of regret in the history of Hollywood couples. Years later, Gwyneth Paltrow admitted that the main reason was that she felt she was only 24 and too young to enter into marriage. She also confessed that she herself ruined the relationship because she did not know how to cherish Brad's affection. As the youthful vibrations and early heartbreaks faded away, Brad Pitt had no idea that he was about to enter a new chapter, where he would meet the woman considered America's sweetheart, beginning a golden decade that was also fraught with the pressures of perfection. The glass cage of perfection. The fateful meeting between Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston took place in 1998 through an arrangement by their two agents. At that time, Jennifer was the most beloved television star thanks to the series Friends, while Brad was the god of the silver screen. They quickly became the focus of the media despite trying to keep their relationship private in the beginning. Their first public appearance together on the red carpet of the 1999 Emmy Awards officially confirmed a new power couple. On July 29, 2000, one of the most lavish weddings in Hollywood history was held on the cliffs of Malibu. The cost for the ceremony was estimated at up to $1 million, featuring strict protection from security forces and a no-fly zone overhead. The wedding space was decorated with over 50,000 flowers, creating a fairy tale setting for 200 A-list guests. In their vows, they promised to always make milkshakes for each other, a simple detail that moved the public. This wedding was not just a personal event, but was also praised by the press as a symbol of the modern American dream. The image of Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston represented success, beauty, and complete happiness that anyone would crave. During the stage of marriage, Brad Pitt's career reached its peak with blockbuster cinematic works. He affirmed his position as an irreplaceable A-list superstar through roles in Ocean's 11, 2001, and the epic Troy, 2004. The combination of talent and appearance kept him consistently at the top of global influence rankings. However, behind the glamour of the red carpets, Brad Pitt began to feel a sense of suffocation within his own life. Years later, in a controversial interview with Parade magazine in 2011, the actor candidly looked back at the past. He admitted that he had spent periods of time living unrealistically and losing his direction. Brad shared, "I spent the 90s trying to hide out. I wasn't an interesting guy. I think my marriage had something to do with it." This confession showed that spiritual cracks had existed for a long time. Everything began to change completely when the Mr. and Mrs. Smith project started in 2004. Starring alongside Angelina Jolie created a powerful resonance, going beyond the framework of an ordinary action movie script. The media began to buzz about the rift between Brad and Jennifer when intimate photos of him and Angelina on set were leaked. Although all parties involved spoke out in denial, the coldness in joint events betrayed everything. In January 2005, the entertainment world was shocked when Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston officially announced their divorce. The press release affirmed they remained good friends, but the reality was that a monument of perfect love had collapsed. The divorce led to a division in public opinion, with Team Aniston and Team Jolie appearing everywhere. This was one of the largest private life scandals in Hollywood history, consuming an immeasurable amount of ink from entertainment reporters. Although Jennifer Aniston always maintained a moderate attitude, the hurt was inevitable when Brad quickly went public with his new relationship. The glass cage of perfection officially shattered, leaving behind fragments that were difficult to mend. The farewell to Jennifer did not just end a marriage, it opened the most brilliant, also most tragic chapter of his life. Brad Pitt stepped out of the glass cage to embark on an adventure called Brangelina, where love went hand in hand with missions to change the world. The Brangelina Empire. The period starting from 2005 marked the formation of the media entity known as Brangelina. Moving beyond a romantic relationship, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie became strategic partners in global humanitarian activities and film production. Their combined power created unprecedented influence, ensuring every movement of this family became major headlines in international newspapers. Together, they built a multicultural family at a rapid pace that astonished the public. Brad Pitt officially adopted Maddox and Zahara in 2006, followed by Pax Thien from Vietnam in 2007. The arrival of the adopted children alongside their first biological child Shiloh in 2006 created an ideal model of a modern family. In 2008, the couple welcomed twins Knox and Vivienne in France, bringing the total number of young members to 6. Brad Pitt frequently shared his happiness at being surrounded by the bustle and cultural diversity right inside his own home. Also in 2008, they invested $60 million to acquire Chateau Miraval, a vast estate in Provence, France. Here, Brad Pitt poured all his heart into his passion for architecture and rosé wine production, creating the world-renowned Miraval brand. After nearly a decade of living together, they held a secret wedding on August 23, 2014, at a small chapel on the Miraval estate. The most moving detail was Jolie's wedding dress, decorated with hand drawings by their 6 children. Angelina once shared with the media that she and Brad felt lucky to have a harmony in their ideals of life. However, behind the happy family photos were enormous pressures from raising 6 children under the media lens. Differences in educational perspectives and a busy pace of life began to create silent but deep cracks. Brad Pitt admitted during this period that he turned to alcohol as a tool to relieve stress and internal emptiness. The true tragedy exploded on September 14, 2016, on a private flight from France back to Los Angeles. A heated argument occurred between Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, leading to the intervention of the eldest son, Maddox, to protect his mother. Subsequent investigative reports showed that Brad Pitt had uncontrolled behaviors while intoxicated, causing fear for the children. This incident was the last straw that led Angelina to decide to file for divorce just 5 days later. The collapse of the Brangelina empire happened at a staggering speed, leaving fans worldwide in shock. Brad Pitt suddenly turned from the image of an exemplary father into a subject investigated by the FBI and Child Protective Services for abusive behavior. Although after a rigorous investigation, authorities officially cleared the actor in November 2016. Nevertheless, the damage to his image and the betrayal of trust regarding his children were things that could not be repaired overnight. The divorce quickly turned into a lingering legal battle over child custody and the division of a massive fortune. Brad Pitt had to face the harsh reality as his access to the children was strictly limited by court regulations. After the fall of the Brangelina empire, Brad Pitt entered the loneliest stage of his life. No longer covered by the family's aura, he was forced to face the dark corners that he had avoided for decades through stimulants. Journey of Redemption. In May 2017, Brad Pitt shocked the public when he appeared on the cover of GQ Style magazine with a haggard face and sorrowful eyes. This was the first time he publicly admitted that alcohol abuse was the primary cause of his family's breakdown. The actor candidly shared that he could drink excessively and that it had become a serious problem. He decided to give up this habit completely and began an 18-month rehabilitation journey at Alcoholics Anonymous. Brad Pitt confessed in GQ, "I don't want to live that way anymore. I have to face my own failures and take responsibility for them." This confession marked the beginning of a painful process of self-healing. During this time, he found solace in the art of sculpting at the studio of his close friend Thomas House Ago. Brad spent hours every day kneading clay, considering it a therapeutic method to release psychological pent-up emotions. Despite his efforts to change his lifestyle, Brad still faced estrangement from his children across international media. News of the children gradually removing the surname Pitt from their names became a lingering pain for the actor. In particular, the public witnessed Shiloh and Vivian officially filing requests to legally change their last names. The press identified this as a heavy blow to Brad Pitt's efforts to mend the father-child relationship. Parallel to the family pain was the endless legal battle regarding the Chateau Miraval estate in France. Brad Pitt sued Angelina Jolie for secretly selling her shares to a Russian billionaire without his consent. By May 2026, the developments of the lawsuit continued to be tense as the Los Angeles court rejected Brad's request to access Jolie's private emails. This ruling showed that disputes over assets and interests remained extremely complex. Brad Pitt affirmed that he is fighting for the passion he poured into this winery throughout their many years together. However, the lawsuit also unraveled further deep conflicts regarding finances and control between the two top stars. Brad Pitt's story reminds us that while glory can be brilliant, peace is the ultimate destination of happiness. Whether you are at the peak or in the depths, sincerity with yourself is always the key to finding the light. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey of reflection regarding the life of this legendary actor. If you find this information insightful and valuable, please support us by pressing the like button and subscribing to the channel. Do not forget to click the notification bell icon so you do not miss exclusive and in-depth stories about world cultural icons. What is your opinion on true love in the late years of life? Please leave a comment right below.